we talked about this. We couldn't really think of, because it's not really like we're trying to produce singers or anything like that. I think we're going to just try, I suppose, more with our own ideas and try and. I mean, we're talking about we want to maybe just work with some certain percussionists.
Yeah, I mean, JP, the percussionist, plays with a band called Mono Bloco from Brazil. He goes over there and plays with them, and sometimes they come over here and he plays with them. They're one of the biggest Brazilian bands over there, and they want to sort of try and get some hookups in England as well.
There's talk of us doing something with those guys.
Yeah, and they're just ridiculous players. They're just one of the top guys, top bands. And so it's trying to incorporate, maybe we can try and write something for them, or maybe try and do a little show together as well. So that's
there's talk of potentially being able to write something with them, which then they'll take back and play at Carnival or so.
Yeah.
So that's like
passing of ideas, kind of sharing of ideas.
That's an ideal dream, though, really.
But I think it is, as I said, it's very percussion orientated. So I think it'd be more like having a percussion, like working with more percussionists and getting new ideas for grooves and some good timbala players and stuff. So.
So it makes it probably easier because you've got everything. You've got everything there, and it's the same thing as using samples. You don't. A lot of the time, if you're kind of relying on some samples to fill a space, so you're a bit like lost for ideas, and you kind of think, I need a sample to fill that. Then you can spend 4 hours just like digging through all your stuff and thinking, I've got something on that record. Where is it? And with this, because Jack's got all the percussion stuff ready to go, it's always set up his drum kit. So we've always got. Normally, when you record drums as well, it's you have to kind of rent a space, set it up, and it's because it's all here. It's just quick. So we've just been kind of scrapping drum takes left, right, and centre.
Yeah, right.
Where normally you're like, that's the drum take. I need to keep the drum take. So it's been pretty quick, really.
Yeah, and I think working with these guys as well, because we've got, we had all the rough stuff laid out, and then the second all that's done, then you can start getting in, say, Dan on the bass, and the second he puts his stuff down, you can feel it all coming together, and it's kind of like, that sounds really nice, and it's kind of like sharing of ideas, everyone's sort of bringing their own elements into it as well, and so I think for me it's a lot of time I just sort of sit here by myself, sort of making stuff and coming up with ideas, and it never feels the same when you get more people involved. There's that kind of exciting group thing. Everyone's putting their little bit, and everyone comes along and goes, "Oh, that bass line's amazing! I'm gonna put some crazy horns on top of that," and it just gets more and more exciting. So every time you recorded someone new, it was kind of like, "How's this gonna go?" It was all kind of quite unsure kind of thing, wasn't it? So the whole process was actually really exciting, sort of seeing it all come together. Especially when we kind of had it all finished, it was like, God, we've got so many tracks, and everyone sounds
we were
awesome.
throwing stuff away though, weren't we? That's the thing. We just over-recorded so much stuff, really, like percussion and everything, didn't we?
Yeah. And same, especially when you get like
there's
the
a
singles on
B-sides
top
album
as well.
in there, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's a big offcuts album ready to go.
But when you hear you have a final tune, you think, well, that sounds great, and then you get Alice Russell on top. It just takes it up that next level, and it's awesome. It's kind of really inspiring to hear it all kind of come together. And everyone else that played on it was generally, I hope, generally quite pleased with their playing and quite excited about the project. So that's just as important, I reckon. Well, basically, the photograph from the album.
Cover went through a few different changes, didn't it?
Yeah, we
Be
had
honest about the cover. It's gone through about maybe 40 different covers actually. Until we got to the.
It's basically we had this cover and we really liked it, and True Thoughts had some different opinions on it. But basically we had a deadline, and it was just kind of the hours were counting down at this deadline. And the guy I share the studio with does website designs and stuff, and he actually designed this guy's website. This guy called Neil Stewart, and he was like, "Oh, you should take a look at this website." And I just looked at it, and I was just like, "Oh my god, why don't we just do this in the first place?" He had literally hundreds and hundreds of images that were just all beautiful. He's absolutely one of the best photographers around.
And just seemed to fit the style as well. Like we'd been trawling so many images in the end, haven't we? We spent like 2 weeks literally.
Back and
just
forward,
searching lists and lists of images, because we kind of decided on the whole look, and we wanted to go for a photo because we had something that's kind of collage based first.
Graphic-y, wasn't it? Yeah. But it just fit. I mean, it is actually a young kid in Brazil, just messing around the beach. And on the back of the album, it's got the same. You know, 'cause I think there's like a set of 4 poses. I think it's 3 or 4, and the photographer kind of wanted to keep them all together. So he let us use another one for the back as well, which is exactly the same kid, just from a different angle doing a backflip. So it's kind of perfect for front and back. We've had to crop it slightly just to make it square, but the foot was always cropped out. But it's I mean the whole look of the band as well when we try and play live is the sort of theme of black, gold and white, and so to have a front cover like that, it kind of just works in, it just looks really nice. And so I've got a lighting guy that does all the lights for us, and so it ends up having a very sort of golden kind of feel, and that's usually the backdrop, and it just fits in perfectly. And we got the records of that pressed up recently, and just looking at the actual cover, you just want to put it on your wall straight away. It's not, you know, I'd buy it just for the album cover, you know, just
We're trying to go for.
that's what we're going to
Trying to get them
really
hooked on the
good
cover.
album cover. Yeah.
Because for the actual live show as well, we're trying to incorporate a bit of visual. So we've only done 2 gigs so far, so we've kind of got the basics of the music out of the way. So now we can kind of expand it a bit. We're talking about having, kind of bringing our own kind of backstage kind of curtains with us, and projections and stuff like that.
I think a lot of bands kind of forget about that. It is actually, there's a difference between a gig and a show. You know, a show is actually like, we're here to, you know, have a laugh and actually show you something. You know, it's kind of put this big gold backdrops and we all dress up. You know, the horn section are all in white and we're all in sort of black.
Because of the nature of music, it's a kind of like an encompassing kind of sound that we're trying to do. You know, it's something that's fun and party and So we kind of realised that we need to turn up and be like, this is the stage. And then, do you know what I mean? Kind of.
It really raises your game as well when you're actually playing. I think the second you put on a white suit, you're kind of going, I'm in a white suit. You know, you just have that kind of air of, let's go and show everyone my white suit, and you know, and play really well and perform really well. And I think that, like we did it at the Big Chill and at the Loop Festival, and all the, you know, the girls, they dress up in their white dresses. And, girls love colour themes and big gold jewellery and stuff. So yeah, I think it works really well. So that works really nicely with the album as well. So it's all really good.